Thanks for clicking on Total Harmonic Distortion channel. I'm total out of pedals to test, so I figured I'd take a look at one of my own pedals. Alright, I'm going to have to mute the mic, but I'm going to do a quick test of a clean channel, and I'm going to turn the effect on. It's going to be a reverb kind of a thing. Alright, I guess that's my reverb. Here's a couple other effects here. That's the delay, I guess. We'll play around with that a little bit. Alright, next up. Okay, that's probably stereo delay. Another effect in this pedal is the spectral delay kind of a sound. It's a really kind of an odd sound, but here it is. Take a look on the analyzer. It looks like I'm measuring a latency of 1.76 milliseconds, and it's a nice sync function. There's no noise in the system like some of the other pedals I've been testing lately. Anyways, this is running the delay effect, so I should be able to pop over here and do this. Okay, it looks like the chorus is on and I got too much feedback. So yeah, a chorus basically just is a modulation on the delay line. There's a range and stuff like that. Usual chorus things. And then a delay time, which will affect the delay time. Oops, I just flipped over. In order to make this longer, I gotta change the sampling rate. So we'll do that. And while we're here, I'll take the FFT size to 32K, and we don't really have to see that anymore. Okay, zooming out a bit more. Basically, I have a delay time over here and a feedback control. And the feedback control basically also has a... Okay, this is it looks like it's a filter of some sort, low pass filter, and then this is just the mix control, and then the two controls on the bottom control the chorus effect. So we can also take a look in the synchro on here. Looks like I'm way too heavy on here, so we'll go to 16K, and that should be fine. All right. As far as that, also move over to the window. That's not a Gaussian window. That's Hanning. Okay, that was Gaussian. Okay. As far as windowing, I'll probably talk about that a little bit. I think I could show the window somehow. It's not that one. There we go. Okay, when you do an FFT, you do it over a group of samples, and the window basically is something you apply to the group of samples. So that's a Gaussian 0.5 window, and as you can see, it basically opens it up. A lot of times I use a hand window, which is, I believe is this cosine kind of a thing. And there's a whole bunch of other things, kind of thing, depending on what you're going for. Now, as far as the distortion analyzer, I do use these 2-key windows, which are flat on top. And I do that when I pull out the harmonics. I just to smooth it out because I'm not sure it's going to be actually at 0 at the thing. So there's various things there. But as far as this test, we'll just use a Gaussian window and turn that off. I guess that's F2. Okay, so yeah, you can kind of see the same thing. There's a delay control and a feedback control. Move the delay control around, the feedback. That's sort of a thing. So yeah, looking at this plot, it doesn't seem like it goes beyond, there's a half band here, so my frequency response kicks out at 14 kilohertz. So I can knock the high frequencies down a little bit more with this control, but yeah, you can. The delay is probably to. If I have to sampling rate, I don't have to deal with. I could get double the delay time, and it's still the same sampling rate going in and out. I just use a half band to drop it down and drop it back up again. Okay, I guess a couple other things to talk about. This whole interface is actually resizable. I think that's kind of neat. It kind of gets a little bit goofy. I mean, you can't really read anything when it goes really small, but yeah, it's resizable and all that kind of a thing. So, yeah. And really, what I designed this software to do originally was basically to create effects. Start my reverb off on a PC, and I'll just design it over here where I have infinite amount of memory and stuff like that before I drop it down to one of these embedded systems that I designed. So yeah, I designed this hardware, all the software in this thing, and I still find it amazing that I can't find a job, but yeah, that's just kind of the way it is. That's it for the last episode of this channel. If you have any effects you want to test out or something like that, I'll put something up in my about page on this channel, and I'll send them back to you and stuff like that. But really, as far as testing effects, I'm not don't really have any more effects to test. I can start testing guitar amplifier preamps, and I can start explaining things like how some of these effects really work and stuff like that. And that might be something I do in the future. But as far as testing effects, I guess that's about it. Thanks for tuning in, and please subscribe if you haven't already.